Picture a battery that doesn't need lithium, cobalt, or nickel. Instead, it uses sodium, an element that's abundant and widely available, including in common salt. That's exactly what China's CATL says it has brought into mass production. While much of the battery industry focused on lithium for years, CATL continued investing in a different battery chemistry. If you're interested in major technology breakthroughs, this is one worth watching. According to CATL, this is no longer just a laboratory project. The company says production has begun, and vehicles using the technology are expected to arrive soon. One detail on the battery's specification sheet stands out, and it isn't about range or price. We'll get to that in a moment. First, here's how CATL reached this point. CATL was founded in 2011 by Robin Zeng in the city of Ningde. Over the years, it grew into one of the world's largest manufacturers of electric vehicle batteries. In 2016, while much of the industry continued improving lithium batteries, CATL also began investing heavily in sodium-ion technology, despite many experts viewing it as a difficult path. The company introduced its first sodium-ion battery in 2021. It showed promise, but there was still plenty of work ahead. Around that time, lithium battery costs fell significantly, making it harder for sodium batteries to compete on price. Even so, CATL continued developing the technology, refining the chemistry, and improving performance over several years. By 2025, the company announced that the technology was ready for large-scale production. So, why didn't sodium batteries replace lithium sooner? The answer is simple. Lithium batteries had already become the standard for electric vehicles, and they offered strong overall performance. Even so, lithium batteries have some well-known challenges. Cold temperatures can reduce both driving range and charging speed. Some lithium battery designs also rely on materials such as cobalt and nickel, although many modern batteries use little or none of these materials. Another challenge is that lithium supply and pricing have experienced significant fluctuations over the years. Like any energy storage technology, lithium batteries also require careful engineering and safety systems. These factors created an opportunity for researchers to explore alternative battery chemistries. CATL believes sodium-ion batteries can address several of these challenges. The company's new battery platform is called Naxtra. Instead of moving lithium ions between the electrodes, it moves sodium ions. The design uses an iron-based cathode, a carbon anode, and aluminum current collectors, reducing dependence on some traditional battery materials. According to CATL, mass production began in late 2025. Now, for the specifications. CATL says Naxtra reaches an energy density of up to 175 watt-hours per kilogram, placing it in the same general range as many lithium iron phosphate batteries used in today's electric vehicles. The company says that is enough to support driving ranges of more than 400 kilometers, with future improvements targeting around 500 kilometers. While it isn't designed to set range records, it demonstrates that competitive electric vehicle performance is possible without using lithium. Perhaps the most notable figure is durability. CATL says these batteries are capable of more than 10,000 charge cycles under its testing conditions. If that performance holds up in real-world use, it could allow the battery to remain in service for many years, potentially lasting through the lifetime of a vehicle. As with any new technology, long-term real-world performance will become clearer as more vehicles begin using these batteries. But if the results match the company's claims, sodium-ion batteries could become an important addition to the future of energy storage. And here's where it gets really wild. In crush tests, puncture tests, even when sliced open with a saw, CATL says Naxtra produced no smoke and no flames. And in September 2025, it became the first sodium-ion battery on Earth to pass China's strict new national safety standard. But none of that is the number I promised you at the start. Here it is. CATL says Naxtra holds 90% of its capacity at negative 40 degrees Celsius and keeps working all the way down to negative 50 degrees Celsius. At negative 30 degrees Celsius, they claim it puts out nearly triple the power of a comparable lithium pack. That's the one thing lithium has never been able to do. The cold that crushes a lithium electric vehicle, this battery barely notices. So, can a battery made from salt actually take on the road? Here's why this is so much bigger than one sedan. The first car to use it, Chang'an's Nivo A6, arrives this year, and CATL has said it will supply sodium cells across Chang'an's entire lineup. But CATL is not alone. BYD, the Chinese giant that now rivals Tesla in global sales, is pouring $1.4 billion into a dedicated sodium-ion plant and says its third-generation cells will reach cars by 2027. And cars are only the beginning. Because sodium shrugs off the cold and refuses to catch fire, it's almost tailor-made for grid storage, those giant battery banks that hold solar and wind power for whole cities plus electric scooters, three-wheelers, and trucks. Now, here's the part that should sting. In Washington and Brussels, sodium is something like 500 times more abundant than lithium. You can pull it from seawater and ordinary salt deposits. The irony is that the United States sits on some of the largest soda ash reserves on the planet. The West had the raw material the whole time. China just built the factories first, the same way it came to make roughly 4 out of every 5 lithium batteries on Earth. CATL says that as production scales, sodium's cheaper ingredients should translate into cheaper cells. And suddenly, the country that controls lithium controls a little less of the future. So, this isn't really a story about one battery, or even one company. It's about a quiet bet placed a decade ago that the future didn't have to run on the rarest stuff in the ground and might run on the most common instead. Lithium isn't going anywhere, but for the first time, it has a real rival built from salt. And you knew about it before most people ever will. Then, tap the next video. I think you'll want to see this one. Those years were likely filled with thousands of small improvements rather than one dramatic breakthrough. Battery development often advances through incremental refinements involving materials, manufacturing techniques, quality control, and long-term durability testing. Individually, those improvements may seem minor. Collectively, they can transform an experimental concept into a commercial product capable of competing on a global scale. So why didn't success has a way of narrowing attention? Once an industry commits to a particular technology, enormous investments in factories, mining operations, supplier networks, and manufacturing equipment reinforce that decision. Even when alternatives begin showing promise, changing direction becomes far more complicated than simply adopting a better idea. Existing infrastructure represents billions of dollars that companies are reluctant to replace overnight. If this was worth your time, hit like, subscribe for more deep dives like this one, and tell me in the comments, would you actually drive a car that runs on a salt battery?